friends. So this week I'm going to be doing the Get to Know the Romance Reader tag. This was created by Bree from Falling for Romance, and I saw it from Steph at Steph's Book Talk, Romance Book Talk. I forget the exact name of her channel. I'll try to leave both of them linked down below if I remember. The first question is, what is your romance origin story? And I don't really know exactly how I started reading romance. Going to my school library, I always kind of drifted towards the YA contemporary section, and that kind of leads, or kind of delves into the romance genre a little bit. And I think just as I progressed with my reading levels, I'd always just still drifted toward contemporary romances, whether that be new adult or adult books. Question number 2 is, if you could be the heroine in a romance novel, who would be the author and what's one trope you'd insist be in the story? And originally, my first, boom, was Sarah Dessen, because she is still my top favorite author. But she's more of a YA author, and so I'm not really the age that she writes anymore, so I was like, let me think of somebody else. The two that I could think of were Cora Carmack or Penny Reed. And Penny Reed's main characters are a little bit more quirky than I am, so I think I'd have to go with Cora Carmack. As far as a trope that I would want to be in the story, I've still got to go with fake dating. I think it's still my number one romance trope. I love it so much. I don't know how I would feel being in the situation, but that's what I'm gonna go with. Question number 3 is, what is a romance you've read this year that you want more people to read? And a lot of people read this book, but it was such a good book to me that I feel like people not in the romance community need to read it, and that is The Last Letter by Rebecca Yarros. It's a military romance, but it's got to me, it was a surprise ending. I don't know if other people saw it coming. To me, it was a surprise. I felt like it went a completely different direction than I thought it was going to, but I really enjoyed it, and I love this book so much. Question number 4 is, what is your favorite romance subgenre, and what romance subgenre have you not read much of? My favorite is contemporary romance. I like where I don't have to think too much about world building, and I can focus on the relationship between the characters. And obviously a romance subgenre that I have not read much of would be a paranormal romance or fantasy romance. Question number 5 is, who is one of your auto-buy authors? And like everybody else, I am not going to be able to do just one author. I'm going to go with Cora Carmack, Abby Glines, Elle Kennedy, K.A. Tucker. Those are the ones I can think of right now. I am absolutely positive there are more. Penny Reed. Gotta go with Penny Reed too. I'm slowly making my collection up of that because within the past year, I've only discovered her books, so I'm catching up big time on that one. Question number 6, how do you typically find romance recommendations? And from BookTube, from Goodreads, every now and then I'll find something on Instagram that will hold my interest, but usually anything I see on Instagram I've heard about on BookTube first. So question number 7 is, what is an upcoming romance release you're looking forward to? And I was gonna go with Say You Still Love Me by K.A. Tucker, but that will actually already be out by the time this uploads. I'm filming this early because I'm heading to Book Bonanza. So Beard Necessities by Penny Reed comes out, I think it's October as of right now. And then I think in November that Bromance Book Club comes out. I've been seeing a lot about that and I really want to pick that up. Question number 8, what is one misconception about romance you would like to put to rest? I would like people to stop calling reading romance books their guilty pleasure reading. You're reading. You have nothing to feel guilty about. It's not I don't know how to describe it. It makes reading romance books seem lesser than reading other types of books, and it's not. You're reading a book, so what does it matter what genre it's in? If you like the book, then you like the book, and There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. Question number 9, who is the most recent content creator you've come across that you'd like to shout out? So some of my more recent finds are The Naughty Librarian, Shelby Taggart Reads, Melissa H, and because she just joined BookTube, Lacey Book Lovers. Question number 10, name the first 3 romances that come to mind for new to romance readers. So I'm going to go with The Deal by Elle Kennedy, The Simple Wild by K.A. Tucker, and for the third one, Losing It by Cora Carmack. So that is my version of the Get to Know the Romance Reader tag. If you've done the tag, let me know. I'd love to watch it as well and see what your recommendations are. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.